I feel like I'm the sergeant on the run. My goal was to collect $500 in 5 minutes, so I'm hoping you'll give generously. Now, there were some interesting... I've just picked a few interesting things up for us today. Starting off with Saturday's Dom Post. While the political parties are scrapping about which has the best housing policy, this wonderful panda took matters into her own hands to move up the property ladder by feigning pregnancy. Not only did she get moved to a larger, air-conditioned living quarters, but she also got extra bamboo and buns. So, I think we need contributions from anyone who's seen a real live panda, either in the wild or the zoo. Anyone? Yes? Well, not so many have put their hands up, so I think that we'll have to have a contribution from all of those who have moved up or are trying to move up on the property ladder. Thank you. Sorry? Oh, anyone who's pregnant? Well, I'll just leave that for you to contribute to. Thank you. And just talking about election promises, I've been thinking about the teachers. And some of the teachers are saying that paying more to senior teachers in new roles won't work. So I thought you could wager what you think John Key would say if teachers marched down Lambton Quay with banners saying, "Please, no pay increase." Mammals. Do you know about these people, middle-aged men in Lycra? I hear worldwide they're quite famous, really. Anyway, I think all the males in our club must be mammals. Now, I don't see you out skateboarding, either the men or the women from this club down at Waitangi Park or other adventure playgrounds. But an English skateboarder who died at a very young age said, "You don't quit skateboarding because you got old. You got old because you quit skateboarding." So I think none of us are old, and that we should contribute to keep the Wellington skateboard parks in good shape. And I see that there's going to be a show in the prefab hall called Mammal. 10 characters, 1 bike, all in Lycra. So book at Tiki Deck. Helen, can you stand up, please? Now, am I hearing lots of money going in? Thank you. Notes are best. Ta. On the Radio New Zealand afternoon program on the 10th of July, Helen Hancock selected Greenstone by Emma Paki as the best song ever written. She pulled up on the side of the road because she was driving to Whanganui to talk to Simon Mersep about her time working for the Maori Land Court and as a court registrar. Did anyone hear Helen interviewed?
She's going to sing the song.
Well, I think you missed a treat, so you should contribute because one of our members is as famous as that. Yes. And the arts are definitely in the news, and Lee, I think the Lux Lights show was really fantastic. It was amazing. I went several times, but then I lived close by, so I could just wander along. Such talented artists we have. Did anyone go to the show apart from Lee? Great. Excellent, excellent. But I think you should all contribute because we've got all these talented people here. Not just in Wellington, but elsewhere. I like the one where you yelled out and the little flaps came up. It was really amazing. Yeah. So there was a whole lot of people there one night when I was there. So we had the whole range of voices. It was great. And I see Sue Patterson and Kerry Prendergast have been in the news recently about the International Festival of the Arts and maybe extending that. Now, I haven't seen either Kerry or Sue here, but I think Sue would have been sitting up on the table over there, and Carol's table is where Kerry would have sat, so if those tables can contribute, that would be great. Now I've got a special one for William. On Saturday evening, I went to see a great documentary called Antarctica: A Year on Ice. And so for those people who are wintering over and coming to the end of their wintering over 4 months of darkness, their brains start to get a bit scrambled. And there was a good example. A chap came into the shop. He comes into the shop every day and buys something, but this particular day he came into the shop and they showed him buying 2 big bars of Whittaker's chocolates. Thank you, William. And when he went to the shop assistant, he said, "Is this shop open at the same time every day?" When he'd been shopping there every day at that time. So, so for those of us who are a bit forgetful at times, I think we could contribute. And has anyone been to Circuit to see Destination Beehive? It is great. It is really, really funny. A send-up on the election for the new seat of Port Nicholson. I saw David Farrer there, and he said he's going to put on his Kiwi blog that it's a must-go-to show. So I know we've got a lot of Circa supporters here. If you could contribute, that would be great. And a piece of useless information, Alan Fraser, thank you. He tells me that the Wellington Club has more members living in Karori than the Karori Club. So all those people who live in Karori have to pay because they're driving past their local. And please shake out your last coins or notes during this advertisement. The new tunnel by the tomb of the unknown soldier will open for a walkthrough on the 27th of September, and the Karori Club will be collecting gold coins for the Healthy Heroes Trust, the fund that supports injured soldiers and their families.